Okay, hello and welcome back to another episode of Roguelike Adventures in Dungeons. So, in this particular episode, we're just going to be doing a bunch of stuff. I mean, hopefully. First off, we're going to be probably making a nether gate, and for that I need a little bit of flint and steel, so I think the limiting factor there is flint and then stone. And what we're also going to do is explore this thing, because I don't actually know what it is, so it looks like a structure that I wanted to check out, so we're going to do it. It's not too far away from our house, though it does seem to be very, very interesting. Is there anything actually here? Anything in the thing? Nope. Well, it looks like it was just an empty tower. Doesn't look to be too great of a thing, so let's just go back down and leave. I was expecting it to be a little more, to be honest, but fair enough. What I'm really looking for out here is just a couple different things. We can grab some red mushrooms and some brown mushrooms in order to start growing and having more mushrooms. But I'm gonna need to harvest some other stuff too. Let's grab some red mushrooms, dark oak sapling. Let's grab a little bit more of the dark oak saplings. Random silkworm, dope. There we go. It should be enough mushroom. So we got half a stack of each. What are small spiders? My girlfriend would be upset at me if I did not eliminate those spiders, so they needed to go. But if you are enjoying this particular series, honestly, I don't exactly know what the plan is for this. I'm just kind of chilling, having a good time, relaxing, and just enjoying it. But if you guys are enjoying it too, then please let me know. I'm genuinely really curious. Also, if you can see what I have right now, I have a backpack right in my back. If it'll open. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of stuff that's right here. Then I also have a backpack here, which is just random foods. And the main reason for that is, well, I just am exploring right now, and I needed food, and those are all the foods that I haven't eaten yet, so if I eat them, they'll increase my hearts. As you can see, we already have plus 5 starting hearts, so we've got 15 full hearts, which is 30 health, which is a little bit much, but now we just gotta wait for the chest to open. Golden apple, cool. More bucket. And I think from there, we should be able to just start heading back home. I don't know if there's... That's a giant cogwheel. Why is there a giant cogwheel? By the way, sorry if I sound weird. My throat's quite dry and strained. And I still needed to get a couple recordings in today, so sorry about that. But just kind of vibing, chilling. Acquainted with the watery depths. Interesting. What does that even mean? Well, whatever it means. We're gonna go over and check out this giant cogwheel. Because, I mean, it looks cool. Is there anything over here? From, like, a giant throttle assembly, apparently. That's what it's starting to look like. Interesting. What I think we need to do, I mean, home's only 400 blocks away, so we can just run, but we can check out a little bit more of this, this outback area. Why wouldn't we? A bunch of the beetles, we're in the savannah now. I do think that there's a specific thing that we could get out here that we can't get everywhere else. But honestly, I don't necessarily think that there's a reason for us to do that right now. Because we can go to our village after getting a little bit of XP, because we need a level of XP to use the Waystone, which is probably just distance-based, but I wasn't expecting that to be an issue. But, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough, I guess. Let's get our cabbage. Yep. Get a couple different foods out, because we gotta eat some corn. We've gotta eat some cabbage. Come on now. Eat it. There we go. Looked it. This is one massive thing of cabbage, apparently. There we go. Sheesh. Spinach. I'm eating a deconstructed salad. Broccoli, raspberry, winter squash. How do raspberries taste? Delicious, actually. We ate it quite rapidly, and compared to the cabbage, at least. That cabbage took like 8 years for us to get. So, holy. Broccoli, eat! I love broccoli. Broccoli's so good. Wait. Huh? There's just a... Okay. There's just like a little ways down. For nothing. Okay, fair enough, I guess. That makes sense. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes sense for that to be there. Looks at camera. Huh? We gotta look for the quests right now. Let's see what kind of quests we should do. Ooh, we gained 2 hearts from that really, really quickly, which is crazy. I know that overall we can gain either a full row of hearts or several rows, like 2 rows of hearts, but quite amazing, honestly. I do think that what we're going to do, so if I come over here, got all of the different plants from Pam's that we're growing, as well as a bunch of normie seeds, which grow, and then you break them and they give you a bunch of basic normal crops, which is really cool. But what we gotta do right now is we gotta deposit most of the stuff where it's supposed to go. Golden apple can go there, you can go there, you guys can go there. Where the gunpowder about to go? Let's put the gunpowder in this chest. Then we can decide what we want to do with everything else later, but what I need right now is got a bunch more. Also, the current stuff that we're wearing, not super great armor-wise. I do think that putting on that emerald chestplate is going to be helpful. And we can leave the wizard robes in there. Maybe I put on the iron armor. And I think that's the play. But I do think iron armor is better than our current armor. But I don't know necessarily by how much. Definitely is better. So helmet better. Helmet is not actually better because it reduces our speed. But boots are better. And the leggings are better as well. So we need a different... Do I have a better hat? Do I have a good hat, sir? Sir, open up. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we can... plop that in there. Clay I'm gonna put in this chest. Then we can grab the stone out. Because we need a total of 4 blocks of compressed stone. Of double compressed stone for this. So we're missing 1 double compressed stone in the flint and steel. I also got a couple more of the magic crystal flowers. Which is great. And I need to be leveling up our wand as well. But we should also check out what quests we can accomplish. So, we can make a skewer. Which is just sticks and a thing. Okay. So let's make ourselves some raw beef skewers. So Now we've got a raw beef skewer, and then we can plop that there to hopefully smelt up and, there we go, it's working. Raw beef skewer, perfect. We got ourselves nauseated a little bit. That's great. You'll love to see it. How long is it? 23 seconds. I am probably going to cut this out of... No, I'm not going to. Why would I do that? I'm not going to cut anything out of any of these videos. Because whatever happens, happens. Also, make sure to stay hydrated. I'm going to drink some water. Make sure to stay hydrated. It's very important. Throughout the day, to be drinking and staying hydrated. And if you have suggestions for other mod packs you want to see me play, please let me know. I'm very, very interested in your guys' opinions, so yeah. Also, I don't know. Amethyst, is Amethyst good? So, Amethyst is 7 attack damage, which is same as Diamond. What about Ruby? Ruby makes ruby seeds, which gives us ruby seeds, which indicates to me that it's not that good. I don't know for now. I think for now we just kind of chill. Got ourselves a skewer. We gotta add that to the foods that we haven't eaten yet, so... We still need to... Okay, well... Door is going to end up closing right in front of our face. Yep, makes sense, because I keep opening it. And now we need a flint, correct? I think yes. We need flint. But I need gravel. Which thankfully is right here, so... Let's, there we go. We got a flint. Got several flint, actually. So, is that not how you make flint and steel? Is it being goofy again? Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Fair enough. Flint and steel, there we go. Flint and steel. There we go. Perfect. 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 What I do think we do now, because we've got space, is I do think it would be worth it to, after we make ourselves the end thing, the end gateway portal thing, or the nether, it's for the nether, Once we make it, it would be helpful for us to be focused on going to our alternative housing places, and by that I mean the village, and checking it out. So I think we should do that. Probably should make another chest real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So this chest is going to be mining material things. This one's gonna be random things, I guess. And by random things, I mean things that we're currently trying to assemble. I guess, I don't know. Let's check out the oak chest and deposit our apples. Don't necessarily know what else we're gonna really need. We've got wood in here, so I'm gonna chuck that in there too. And let's keep the shears in there just in case. But we can go to Riverdera and Shell. So let's check out what they got. So, no bounties available. Okay, that's fine. We got a blacksmith right next to us with a free iron sword and a free anvil. Which I guess we can use to make the reforging station, so I didn't need to go mining for a bunch of iron between episodes, but fair enough. Sword in the item frame, not super useful. Another emerald chest plates. Iron cestus, tungsten ingots. Ender crystal, dynamite, foaming water, a capsule. Interesting. That's very interesting. So we got snow. We can also grab all of the different foods. So, chicken, pork chops, baked potato. I need to add one of each of those into here. And then the rest of them can go into our little good old-fashioned fun little other backpack. Come on, let me open you again. Thank you. Good job. Okay, and we'll get rid of a stack of, a row of cobblestone, because I guess, why would I keep that right now? And then I gotta go through all this stuff, so free wood. You'll have to see it's more free wood. Interesting. I'm not unhappy by it, I just don't understand why there's so much free wood over here. But, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, we just got like a stack of most of the basic wood types, which is kind of crazy. Is there anything else over there? No, we might as well check out this upper side first. Does look like there is a little bit of a meteor type hit here, which is cool. Don't necessarily know if there's anything great about it over here, but fair enough. We also got barrel. Sugar cane. Butcher, a wild mage. Getting stuff from roots. Runic dust for emeralds. Interesting. So we got crates. Crates are like the OG shulker boxes, so they're cool and all. It's not nearly as good as backpacks, so I think we'll leave them for now. And I think we should set this guy free. I think he's kind of stuck in here. Okay, will you let me... What the heck have I done? Okay, let's break this, because otherwise it's just going wild. There we go, perfect. And now we check this out, we get ourselves some flint, some iron, some other stuff too. Cool, I'd love to see it. Backpack currently almost full. Red mechanic. Interesting. Village totem pop. Cool. He gives us a wrench for an emerald. I don't have any emeralds to spare right now, but I probably should check it out in the future. Some more iron and coal. Interesting. These villagers seem to actually have their stuff together because they actually seem to have something in each of their houses at the bare minimum, which is interesting. I do think that we can kind of sneak in through the back door here. Actually, that's the front door. It's just a place for... I don't even know with the lag what even is happening, but we got a common mega loot case. At... Interesting. Okay, it's the OG mega loot stuff, which is cool. We got a default iron helmet, which is better than our wizard hat, so we'll retire the wizard hat for now. And we'll get ourselves our bread, our apples, our obsidian. Yeah, it works. I don't think any of these are actually worth grabbing, but we might as well check them all. Yeah, nothing has anything in it, that's fine. We'll leave it for now. And we gotta check out a couple other things. So there's this place, which is like the big tower thing. What's in here? Because typically I wouldn't check out these things. Sometimes they've got some really good loot in them. You never know though. Apparently it just had a ton of wheat. They do be farming, I guess. Nothing in there. What about in here? Do they have more wheat? Because, I mean, more wheat's not a big issue. It's not a deal. It's not an issue. Okay, more wheat. I'm totally down. I love more wheat. Even more wheat. Oh my gosh. This is so amazing. So much wheat. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anything in the furnaces is the real question. Doesn't look like it. Also doesn't really look like there's much to this structure either. Other than, yeah. I mean, there's another one right there. We gotta check out the other houses too. So, we've got gold. Some books. Okay, some more gold. Cool. Some glass for no apparent reason. Books. A bottle of enchanting. Red glazed terracotta. Very interesting possessions these people have, to be honest. Let's open you up and check out the librarian's wares. What kind of books you got? Because enchanting stuff, I do think an enchantment setup is better than whatever a librarian has to offer right now, but I don't even know what Tangle is. So, that's cool. We at least got some stuff. Very interesting stuff, by the way. I'm not expecting to get this amount of stuff that also just whatever in this particular village, because it doesn't make a whole ton of sense, but this is a different structure than the other one. It's cool. The difference is it doesn't have a ton of chests, but I got this one. It has some apple and some bread. Okay, that's fine. That's nice and cool. Let's go back. Okay, that's fine. Let's check out the remaining house thing over here. Don't think we've been in one of these yet, so let's check it out. This looks really cool. I think I'm gonna have to like sneak in though. Okay, it's got like a cupboard, which is cool. Got the chest right here. Come on now. There we go. And not eaten steak yet. So let's plop steak into there as well. And now we can have these guys for ourselves. Let's eat ourselves some cauliflower while we go upstairs. Don't you love eating raw cauliflower? It's so good. Even cooked cauliflower. It's just like, it's so delicious, right? I'm trying to eat it, but it's not letting me eat it. Please. There we go. Okay. I don't know why it took so long, but fair enough. I know I've eaten all of these things or have them in my area, so we're gonna not make sure to not take any of those out. Just a cobweb in that one. Interesting. Carrots, raw pork chops. Okay. Run here. Seems like this is the only chest that there is, so let's get it. Come on. Come on. Okay. Bro's keeping his pants in there, but he's not even in here. What? Bro's just in the nude or running around, apparently. Let's get all of these guys. Got some arrows. Okay. Looks like the last 4 though, so I do think we've got to go On the way back down. And now we've gotta kinda go back home. Yeah, I mean, depositing this stuff is gonna be probably a good idea, because there's quite a bit. I want to make sure that we don't accidentally just, like, waste everything, because that would kind of be a bummer, but... We gotta find more structures. We also gotta... There's even more chapters than just the basic chapter. That's just what I'm focused on right now. So, like, there's a lot for us to check out that we're gonna have to check out relatively soon. Okay, will it... There we go, perfect. And now we gotta wait for the chunks to load, because for some reason, chunk loading is messed up. Okay, we got ourselves some stone. Let's get ourselves even more stone. Perfecto. And now we get ourselves our obsidian, our gravelly clay. I'm gonna need to grab my extra wheat. So the extra wheat comes out. We gotta deposit most of this stuff. I don't know exactly what we can deposit or not, but I'm gonna take the saplings out. Saplings are gonna go in here from now on. And I can put the steak and that stuff in here too. Also, compress the wheat just like that, just so we have 29 hay bales, which is kind of absurd. Also get all the iron, the coal, the other stuff. Is there a way for me to deconstruct emerald? Does not look like it. Interesting. Okay. Come on now. Come on now. Perfecto, perfecto. So we've got that. Our emerald chestplate we can leave in there for now. Let's eat ourselves up a pineapple while we are waiting for our stuff to smelt up a little bit more. We got our steak skewers. So let's plop one there, and the rest will go in there. Oh, I already have a steak skewer in there. Forgot. I don't know how I forgot, but I did. Now I gotta wait. Yep, okay, perfect. So, we also got an anvil. Oh my gosh. Just let me open the chest. Why is it lagging so bad? It doesn't need to lag. Oh my god. There we go. And so we've got apples, baked potatoes, raw chicken, other stuff as well. Perfecto. So, we need to be poisonous potato, not super useful. The mushrooms, silkworm eggs. Need to eat raw squid, so we should probably grab that. Same with that raw squid and the raw calamari. And I can also grab the juicer and the mixing bowl, and they can go in here as well. So, yeah, we've got silkworm eggs. Which don't need to be here. I'm so confused as to what is going on. But maybe if I shrink the render distance, it'll lag less. I don't know if that's gonna actually fix anything, but it might. I mean, who knows? Let's give it a second. I also need to just reload because we've got celery on our head. Which just makes absolutely no sense. I mean, maybe it's just because I've reloaded in, but it's a lot less laggy. So maybe I'm just going insane or something else happened, but it looks less laggy. I don't know. We also have got, we need 2 obsidian, and I need stone slabs, which should have the stone for. And it's already lagging. Okay, that's not a great sign, but it should be fine. It should be fine. I say it should be, but I don't actually know. I need 2 obsidian and a singular crafting table. So, got that. We got our reforging station. This is the one I need to reforge. I could reforge a couple things, but I don't necessarily know if any of this stuff is actually worth reforging. Because we're not wearing this one anymore. We're wearing the new one, which is arcane shielding, which is fine. So it's not actually an issue. But it's fine. We'll put that all in there. And we've got a bunch of wood that needs to kind of go somewhere. So I think I'm just gonna plop it mostly into our box chest. No real reason not to. I do think the produce farm, we need double compressed dirt and then double compressed lights of some sort, which is paper lanterns, which is stick papered torches. We need 9, and then 81 of them to make ourselves. Okay, we've got there's greenhouses, but the produce farm seems more efficient than a greenhouse. But I don't know. Let's look at some of the quests. Why don't we? All just thrown in. We've got beans and things. We've got different magic beans. So bean with gold nuggets, and then we've got the extra magic beans. There's also the inventory crafting cake, which is a cake, a pumpkin pie, a cookie. And that's from Cyclic. There's also the other different stuff. A peat-fired generator and a peat farmer. Interesting. Let's through that, but I don't fully know what we actually need. Wait, there's time in a bottle. There's time in a bottle. There's time in a bottle. We gotta start collecting time in a bottle. Good thing we've got the exact amount of stuff I need for that, so you'll know I have to make it. It's the time in a bottle. Where'd my clock go? Did I throw the clock out? I probably did. Did I just put it somewhere? It's right here. I'm just actually blind. I don't actually know what I'm doing. Wait. I don't have any glass. Well, I mean, we are right next to a desert, so let's just grab ourselves some glass. Oh, brother. And, of course, the lag begins. Hooray! Okay, perfect. We got ourselves 46 pieces of snad. Snard. We got ourselves the snard. The tasty, tasty snard. Hooray! And it opened for us, which is even better. So now we just need 3 pieces of glass for the bottle. Cause it's time in a bottle. And we also got compressed stone from that, which is perfect, because that means we only need 4 more compressed stone to make ourselves our nether portal thing. So what other stuff is in here that we need to go to? So, we've got the last upgrade, which is diamond. There's Gollemancy stuff, there's colossal chests, drawers, and extra lag stuff that we can make. It's fine. There's the upper. And there's the emerald ring and the emerald amulet, which are not useful at all. I need a lava bucket. Unlock getting obsidian to unlock visiting the nether. So we should probably do that while it's smelting. For that, I probably should claim the chunks around me, let's be real. And then can force load those guys as well. And that's gonna be that. And now we have to go over here. So, get ourselves hot stuff, which gives us a quest. Now what we can do is, if I grab myself the obsidian, I get obsidian. The obsidian. Hooray. Okay, so we got obsidian. Wait, I need to make all of the meat skewers. Okay, we can do that, we can do that. Right? I've got 2 pieces of chicken, 2 raw pork chops, 2 fishes. I need to eat a fish that's raw anyway, so we gotta do that. We got our sticks, handy dandy sticks, and we've got raw fish skewer, raw pork chop skewer, raw chicken skewer. Hooray. I've got to eat all of those things as well, which is just great. So we've got to eat all of these different items. Already eaten bread. I need to eat soybeans, scallion, and mustard seeds. And the reason why I'm eating all these things is just to get the extra hearts. Like, there's nothing too difficult about it. It's just getting extra hearts for free through eating extra foods that aren't too big of a problem, except for they are, because for some reason it doesn't want to let us eat for no apparent reason. If you guys know why the game is acting like this, please let me know. I would love to fix it, and I genuinely don't know what's happening or why it wants to act like this. It just does for no reason. So, yeah, it's pretty. I wouldn't call it cool, because it's quite annoying actually. But we've at least got 8 hearts now, 8 additional hearts. Cool. We can grab our glass out of there, which means we can make ourselves a glass bottle and get ourselves our time in a bottle. To at least get that started. So, also deposit. Oh dear. We can deposit our fun-loving wizard hat into here, and we're going to save the loot stuff that we get. The loot crates are all gonna go in here, because that's where I want to put them, at least for now. So we're starting to get time in a bottle, and it looks like it's just a TPS thing, which is interesting because you'd think that this wouldn't have bad TPS, but it really does, and I don't know why. Shoot, I still need to upgrade the wand, which means we should probably just cast spells for a bit. Is there a particular thing we need to be aiming for, is the real question. I don't fully know. We could buy some stuff. We could buy some loot crates. I do think I want to look at the shop real quick. So if I look at the shop, we've got some. There's a beneath teleporter. There's waystones that cost quite a bit. Spawning certain things, mycelium, different stuff, moonworms, potion of instant damage, 100. All different ingots, some diamonds. There's some pots of chance. Interesting. Urn of chance from the Between Lands. Honestly, the only thing that's really too inviting is the silverwood sapling, but it's not crazy. Twilight Cloak, great. All this stuff is really helpful. Get 15-minute time in a bottle. I made a time in a bottle, and I don't have to worry about it. Absorbs fire damage at the expense of hunger. Gravemaster's Key, we've got the Scrolls, Salus Mundus, Magic Powder. That's great. That's great. Waffle House, there's nothing in there. And then Scaling Elf. I just sneezed so hard. I do think that getting the cases might actually be the best option for us. But I do think we wait until the end of the episode to actually determine that. So, we probably should do at this point is I should get some sleep. And will it let us sleep through the night? While we're doing that, I'm going to drink some water. Okay, so apparently it doesn't want us to sleep through the night because it is just leaving us in bed. Which is interesting. I don't fully know why, but fair enough. What I do think that we should do is just go exploring a little bit farther out. So if I look at the map, we've gone so far mostly south and southwest-ish. If we just head kind of northwest, that should be pretty decent. We've already been to that tower. Got a bunch of stuff from there. And we can just kind of go until we hit something interesting. There aren't any mobs spawning, which is very strange to me. And I haven't found any big dungeons yet, which is also very strange to me. But overall, this is quite interesting. Because I do think that it's just a bunch of nothingness that is really intriguing. That's a very interesting structure. I don't think I've seen that before. Normie seeds, I don't need seeds. I will eat my candleberry. And of course, since we're right next to the jungle edge biome, which is a really rare biome, we're getting the people spawning. Archaic? Why is there an archaic forge here? Also, how do I get inside? Oh, never mind. Ask and ye shall receive. Apparently, it is very, very dark in here. Give me 1 second. There we go. That should be a lot better for you guys as viewers. So, I just changed some shader settings so that it wouldn't be so stupid dark in the middle of something. But it does look like there's not actually much in this tower, unfortunately. There's something. Chest, which has a frozen core, which is a snowman drop, which is dope. Uncommon country house. Okay. Got some manuscripts, some archive fragments, familiar stone, the hammer, which has knockback. I mean, that's cool. We can check out the country house and see what kind of stuff it has to offer. But I don't necessarily think that we're going to be bringing that back home. I do think we just kind of use it over here. So... yeah, let's just plop it... let's just plop it somewhere. If I plop it right... Is it the grass that's blocking it from being placed? Okay, we got ourselves an uncommon country house. Wait, it's reusable. Do these guys have anything in their inventories? No. What about you guys? No, no. Okay, well, we'll just leave that here, I guess. Nothing else really to do. I don't fully know what even just... Yeah, cool. Bunch of seeds apparently coming from something. Oh, and there's a fun-loving remnant spawner over here. I guess we could test out our magic on the sheep over here, too. Would be the worst idea. So, when using it normally, it gives 1 progression. Using it on something gives 1 progression too. Okay, so it does nothing for us to... I mean, it does nothing, but the food is free, so... And we're just training our magic. I probably should be using... Use dart. And dart works pretty decently too. If I dart the chicken, what will happen? Well, so far nothing, because it doesn't want to actually dart. If I dart the other chicken. Okay, it just darts the chicken. Okay. So chickens are apparently very susceptible to being darted. This is new information that we had no idea could happen. We got our rabbits. Uh-oh. 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 We don't want to go to the midnight yet. I don't want to go to the midnight yet. That's not somewhere we need to be right now. Where... Okay. So, apparently mobs aren't spawning and the difficulty isn't rising because of the low ticks per second. So, I'm gonna need to figure that out and fix it. I do think I'm gonna end this episode, not right now, but in a couple minutes because of that, because I want to fix it, but... If there's something that you guys know that we could do that would help, please don't hesitate. I'm very curious and willing to learn as to what I can do to make it better. I just don't fully know. Also, dart an amphitheater. Let's find out. If I can hit it, even. Let's see. Apparently I can't hit it, so... I know you guys are probably just gonna say skill issue, but, like, you're not wrong. I do want to know your guys' favorite flavor of chocolate. My personal favorite is I like a dark chocolate that has been properly delectificated, like salted. I like a nice dark chocolate, salted, with either like cherries or what's it called? Cherries or caramel. I don't know why I forgot how I forgot what caramel is, but yeah, I did. This is your YouTuber. Yep. I forgot what caramel was. I don't know. I don't even know. What am I doing? It does look like there's a couple more structures though that we could check out. So, I think after. Yeah, we're a total of 1 minute. I think it's been more than 1 minute since I made time in a bottle. I'm gonna be honest. I wonder. Has it been more than a minute since I made time in a bottle? I think it's been like 15 minutes. So, yeah. That's interesting. But if we can make it work smoothly, that'd be dope. I'd be very, very happy. So maybe that's something I focus on for between this, but, yeah, I think we gotta wait for... Perfect, perfect. Extra pork chops. What even is this structure? It looks like... Okay, it's just like a little ruin? Is that what it is? Final jump into it. Yeah, it's just like a little weird ruin. It doesn't actually have anything in it. Is there another gateway over here? Is that what I was seeing? Jesus, there's another rift over here. Why are there so many of them? They really want to take me, huh? A little frog! A little frog! Wait, I gotta get a thumbnail of this. Yeah, it's a good thumbnail. I don't know. There's no issues with it. Oh shoot, I haven't been eating. Probably should eat something. Let's eat ourselves one of the raw skewers, because it's gonna give us plenty of nice, delectable foods things. There we go, perfect. I'm not going to eliminate the frogs. Yes, I know that eating the raw skewers would give me some sorts of nausea. But it's always worth it, because I know exactly where I'm going, and by that I mean I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just going off on an adventure, and that's all that matters, because it's quite fun. I know not where I might be going, but I am having a lot of fun. Okay, there's a little jungle temple over here. Usually are quite rare, but it looks like we got quite lucky. So... Emerald pickaxe. Scroll of... It's got an obsidian chestplate of hell. I don't know what that is, but it says it's special, so I'm gonna take it. There's also two small stone tablets, which are very interesting. And I'm gonna deposit most of this stuff into my backpack, because why the heck not? I don't know what's going on. Okay, we're still heading northwest. This is where we're going. We're just gonna kind of chill. It's fine. It might be a long journey, but that's fine. It's okay. It's all good. Just chilling. And then that's a silverwood tree. So we could potentially get some good stuff from this. So breaking the ore node in a silverwood tree is bad. But if instead of breaking the tree, I just mine the leaves for saplings, we can get silverwood saplings. And then we have silverwood saplings to plant our own silverwood trees, so we can get the nodes for the stuff that we want. We got 6 silverwood seeds. Of course, there's shimmer leaves and stuff spawning around them, but that's just what happens. There's a land of lakes. Land of lakes? Like the place with the butter? I don't see any butter. Is there perchance salt? Because I haven't heard of you guys having anything other than butter. I'm gonna be honest. We should probably test out the cow stuff more. But we gotta dart the animals. It's painless. It's painless, I say. That's why they're running around after I hit them. It's very painless. Yeah, see, they're not in pain. Otherwise, why would they grunt like that? They're not in pain. Those would never be sounds of pain. Those are sounds of, they're sounds of happiness. Yeah. They're very happy. We gotta eat a bunch more of fun-loving, random vegetable stuff. So, I probably should also cross this area right here before I do much else. Although, we're almost, yeah, we just passed X0, which is interesting. And it looks like every, 10 things is when we gain an extra heart. And I don't know if it's going to limit us after we hit 20 hearts. But if it does, that's okay, because we have 20 hearts. And also, no enemies spawn because of the stupid tick rate thing. So, I don't actually know. I don't know what I need to do to fix it, but I don't even know. I think I'm gonna end the episode, not here yet. It's another rift. It really wants us to go to the Midnight Dimension. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I will not be tempted. I'm tempted, but I'm not gonna do it. I cannot do it. Please, no. How far away is our base? Okay, we should probably start heading back, but the heck? Okay, is this a thing? Is there a lever over on one of the sides of this thing? Because I don't actually know. I mean, I could break in. I guess what I'm gonna do, because why would I not? But I don't know. Is there a way to usually get in here? I'm trying to eat my artichoke. Here we go. Get rid of silverfish. Dart. I'm darting you. Let me dart you. Arrgh. Oh my gosh, this is really just, there we go. Okay, wow. Golden carrot, we got a cookie. Okay, we got carrots, we got mushrooms, those guys. Mobs! Oh my gosh, actual mobs spawned? It's a miracle. It's a really disappointing miracle. I really gotta fix this, so I'm gonna end the episode here, and we'll do a loot crate thing next episode, because right now this is just kind of boring, I'm gonna be honest, but once I get it fixed, then we will record again, and hopefully it shall be much more entertaining than yes. Anywho, I will see you guys in the next one. GG's, peace. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And toodaloo, my brothers. Bye-bye!